The Academy's Rising Star Award is designed to recognize the accomplishments of a young person who just a few short years ago was sitting right where you're sitting. At least to me, from my perspective, it seems like just a few short years ago. And I know that Maria just said she agrees with me. A 2005 graduate of our school, this year's Rising Star learned openness, graciousness, and tolerance from her multicultural family and was fully engaged in our academy community during her years here. As a talented basketball player, an active member of the Diversity Club and student government and NHS, among other activities. She is remembered by her teachers as a strong and engaged student, confident, collaborative, and mature. When I remember Maria in my class, I think of a light and a smile that said, I'm listening, I hear you, I get it. And she took that smile with her everywhere she went, into the cove with her friends, on a basketball court, everywhere around the school. It's that kind of engagement with other people that I tried to convey when I wrote in a college recommendation for Maria. In the classroom and beyond, Maria is calm and approachable, and her peers seek her out when they have a question, a problem, or could use a study partner. It was easy for me to give Maria my highest recommendation, knowing that she was ready to leave here and succeed in college and in life. And I was right. Her other teachers and I expected that from her. Attending Emory University in Atlanta, where she majored in business administration and finance, Maria studied in Paris and did volunteer work in Belize before graduating from Emory in 2009. Currently a senior associate with PricewaterhouseCoopers, she continues to give back to the community as a mentor and volunteer in many ways. She's been able to travel, using her language skills to appreciate the richness of other cultures. As I look forward to what Maria has to say to us, it occurs to me that in just another few short years, one or more of you will find himself or herself standing up here, waiting to be recognized as a future rising star. I wonder what your teachers will remember about you. And I wonder how what you're experiencing here and now will inform your journey. All of Maria's teachers saw her personal and her academic promise and were convinced that we'd hear about this graduate's future accomplishments. So it's with great pleasure, but no surprise, that I introduce our rising star, Maria Claudia Persico.
So nice to be back here. It's such an honor to stand up on the stage. The last time I think I was up here was also for my senior speech. And I will say I did practice long and hard for that. It may not have gone so well, so today I thought I'm just going to wing it. I'm just going to get up here and talk to you guys about how I feel, because I really do want this to come from the heart. So yesterday I was actually at work with my colleagues. And I'm a consultant for PricewaterhouseCoopers, so that means I get to travel a lot. Sounds a little more glamorous than it is. So I was working in Boca Raton yesterday, and I was sitting at lunch with my coworkers and telling them that I was going back to high school to receive an award. And they were all actually amazed because they said, wow, I don't think my high school would ever remember who I was. And I explained to them, well, I graduated in the class of 30 in a pretty small community. And I really began to reflect on what that means to me. And I really think that was the most important part of my experience here, was the community that I was surrounded by. This was the most supportive community I've ever been in. And it really gave me the grounding and the foundation to go on and be successful everywhere else, because I knew what it meant to be supported. So Madame Brown, Coach Sereno, and all my other teachers who kind of supported me along the way were critical in giving me the confidence I needed to take that next step. I'll tell you, I was terrified when I left here, when I graduated high school. I didn't want to leave. I had formed such great friendships and such great bonds, but I was excited, but also terrified. So I went to Emory University in Atlanta, and I remember my first day there thinking, oh my gosh, am I going to make friends? Are people going to like me? I've only ever been in a class with, 12 people. I don't know how to handle a big lecture. But as soon as I got to college, I realized, wait a minute, I'm okay. I'm really well prepared for this. The Academy prepared me better than I could have ever imagined for college and everything beyond college. I put in the large hours here. I was known for sometimes maybe drinking a Red Bull in the morning when I got to school. But you know what? It helped me because when I got to college, I was ready. I knew how to study for a test. I knew how to balance going to class with doing extracurriculars and volunteering on the side. And that was what kept me sane. That was what got me through college and got me to my career now. And as I go back and reflect on that community, that was the most important thing for me. And I'd say look to the person on your left and your right. That is the person that you can rely on, and you can pick up the phone and call years later, even after high school, after middle school, after you graduate. Those are the people who will really be there for you. So I'm working now between Chicago and Florida, and I was recently in Chicago, and one of my friends from high school, Matt and I, actually sent me a message on Facebook and said, I see you're in Chicago, you should come meet up with me. Sydney Otto, who also graduated with you, just moved to Chicago. And so we all met up and had dinner in Chicago, and the fact that I can just pick up the phone or go on Facebook and meet up with one of my friends who I haven't seen in years and know that I still have that support from them is amazing. So I just encourage you to really appreciate the community that you're in and realize, those people will be there for you, and that is the most important part of the Academy experience. So thank you all so much for recognizing me, giving me this award, and the opportunity to come back and to see everyone. It's truly an honor. Thank you.